Good morning. This class we will solve exercise 4.4. Before that we will solve some examples. Example 8 is the sum of 3 times a number and 11 is 32. Find the number. So the sum of 3 times a number. So I will keep let the number be y. If the number is y, what is 3 times a number? 3 times y is 3y. 3 multiplied by y is 3y. So the sum of 3 times a number and 11 is 32. So the equation is 3y plus 11 is 32. Now this is the equation. We have to find what is the number is. We have to find what is the y is. So 3y equal to 32. This 11 move to this side becomes minus 11. So 3y equal to 21, y equal to 21 by 3, y equal to 7. The next problem is find the number such that 1/4 of the number is 3 more than 7. Okay, so let me take let the number be x. Okay, what is 1/4 of x first? What is 1/4 of the number is 1/4 of x. Now the number is x. So 1 by 4 multiplied by x is x by 4. Okay, so 1/4 of the number which is x by 4 is 3 more than 7. What is this? 3 plus 7. More than means you have to add. So x by 4 which is 7 plus 3 which is equal to 10. Now we have to find what is the value of this x. Now I am going to multiply by 4 on both sides. X by 4 that is equal to 10 multiplied by 4. This 4 will get cancelled. X equal to 40. Okay, this is the answer. So Raju's father age is 5 years more than 3 times Raju's age. Find Raju's age if his father's age is 44 years old. If you want to write it in so I will write Raju's father age. Okay, so Raju's father age is 5 years more, which is 5 plus 3 times Raju's age. So 3 multiplied by Raju's age. This is the meaning of the first statement. So Raju's father age is, which means Raju's father age is equal to 5 years more than. So 5 plus 3 times Raju's age. Okay, so next what we will do, let Raju's age be, I am keeping as R. Okay, so now what is Raju's father's age? If his father's age is 44 years, Raju's father's age is 44, that is equal to 5. This is 44 equal to 5 plus 3. What is Raju's age is? Let Raju's age be R. So this is R. So 44 equal to 5 plus 3R. Now we will move. We have to find what is this R. We have to find Raju's age, which is R. So 5 plus 3R, that is equal to 44. 3R equal to 44 minus 5. Now 3R, that is equal to 39. R equal to, now I am going to divide by 3 on both sides. 39 divided by 3 equal to 13. So R equal to 13. Okay, which means Raju's age is 13. Raju's age is 13 years. Now we will start with exercise 4.4. So first we have to set up equations and we have to solve them. Add 4 to 8 times a number, you get 60. Okay, so let the number be let me keep the letter number be x. What is this number is x. Okay, then what is 8 times the number is 8x. So add 4 to 8 times a number which is 8x, you will get 60. So this is the equation. What is 8x equal to 60 minus 4? 8x equal to 56. So x equal to 56 divided by 8. So x equal to 7. So next problem is 1/5 of a number minus 4 gives 3. Again let me keep, let the number be y. So what is 1/5 of y means 1 by 5 multiplied by y, that is y by 5. This is 1/5 of the number. Okay, so 1/5 of the number which is y by 5 minus 4 gives 3. Now I have to find what is the value of this y. So y by 5 equal to 3 plus 4. So y by 5 equal to 7. Now I will multiply 5 on both sides. 5 multiplied by y by 5 equal to 7 multiplied by 5. This 5 will get cancelled, y equal to 35. The number is 35. The next problem is, if I take 3/4 of a number and add 3 to it, I get 21. So let the number be, I am taking the number b as b. Okay, so 3/4 of a number is 3 by 4b. This is called 3/4 of a number, and add 3. I am adding 3, the answer will be 21. This is the equation given. So 3b by 4 plus 3 is 21. 3b by 4 equal to 21 minus 3. So what is 21 minus 3? 3b by 4 equal to 18. Now 3b by 4 equal to 18. I am going to multiply 4 by 3 on both sides. That is the reciprocal of this 3 by 4. So 4 by 3 multiplied by 3b by 4 equal to 18 multiplied by 4 by 3. So take the reciprocal of this 3 by 4, which is 4 by 3, multiply it on both sides. Now this 4 will get cancelled, 3 will get cancelled. B equal to, and here it is 6 and here it is 24. 6 multiplied by 4 is 24. So the value of B is 24. Subtracted 11 from twice a number, the result was 15. Let me take, let the number be some m. What I am doing is, when I subtracted 11 from twice a number, if you take a number m, what is the twice m is 2m. So 2m minus from 2m, this twice a number is 2m. Okay, so from 2m you are subtracting 11. The result was 15. Now we have to find what is this m. So 2m equal to 15 plus 11. Here 2m equal to 26. So divide by 2 on both sides. M equal to 26 by 2. So m equal to 13. M equal to 13 is the answer. The next problem is, Munna subtracts thrice the number of notebooks he has from 50. He finds the result to be 80. So Munna subtracts thrice the number of notebooks. So let me have the number of notebooks. Let the number of notebooks be x. Okay, suppose Munna has x notebooks. What he did, he subtracts thrice the number of notebooks. What is thrice the number of notebooks is 3x. 3x from 50. So 50 has come after from. So 50 has to come in the beginning. 50 minus thrice the number of notebooks. So number of notebooks is x. Thrice means 3. So 3 multiplied by x is 3x. That is equal to 8. he finds the results to be 8. Okay, so I have to keep minus 3x here, which is 8 minus 50 minus 3x equal to minus 42. Okay, now what will happen? Now I am going to divide by minus 3 on both sides, which is minus 3x by minus 3 minus 42 divided by minus 3. So here this minus 3 will get cancelled, here minus will get cancelled. So it is, so x equal to 14. What is this? X is the number of notebooks. So number of notebooks is, he has 14 notebooks. The next problem is, Ibn Hal thinks of a number. If she adds 19 to it and divides the sum by 5, she will get 8. So she is thinking of a number. So let me take, let the number be y. Okay, if she add 19s to it, if the number is y and she is adding 19 to it, added, okay, and divides the sum by 5. This is after adding, she dividing it by 5. Now the answer, she will get 8. Now we have to find what is this y. So I am going to divide by, so here it divided by 5. I want to remove this 5 here. Make a note, you should not move this 19 to this side. Okay, first you should move this 19 is y plus 19 divided by 5 is there. First you should move this 5. So I have to multiply it by 5 on both sides. This is 5 multiplied by y plus 19 divided by 5, that is equal to 8 multiplied 5. So here I am multiplying this 5 on both sides, else remains the same. So this 5 and this 5 will get cancelled. Y plus 19 equal to 40. Okay, so y equal to 40 minus 19, which means y 21. Okay, one thing you should remember here, at this point some students will move this 19 directly from here to here, that you should not do. So if 19 is alone, if something like y plus 19 equal to 8, in this case you can move 19 from here to here, but there is a number in the denominator. At that time you should not move 19 to the right hand side, you should remove 5 from here, then only you have to move this plus 19. Anwar thinks of a number. If he takes away 7 from 5 by 2 of a number, the result is 23. So let me take, let the number be y. Okay, so the number be y. If he takes away 7 from 5 by 2 of a number, so what is 5 by 2 of a number? Is 5 by 2 multiplied by y. This is 5 by 2 of a number. From this 5 by 2 of a number, he takes away 7, which means minus 7. The result is 23. This is the equation, which is 5y by 2 minus 7, that is equal to 23. 5y by 2 equal to 23 plus 7. 5y by 2 equal to, here this is 30. Okay, now I am going to multiply it by 2 by 5, which is the reciprocal of this 5 by 2 is 2 by 5 on both sides. 2 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 2 y equal to 30 multiplied by 2 by 5. So y equal to 5, here it was 6, so y is 12. Okay, the next problem is, the teacher tells the class that the highest mark obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest mark plus 7. The highest score is 87. What is the lowest score? We already solved given equation in the last exercise. We will do it now. So what we can take is, let the lowest score be L. Okay, so what is given as highest score. The highest score is twice the lowest score. Twice the lowest score plus 7. Okay, so the highest score is 87. So here is 87 equal to 2 multiplied by What is the lowest score? Lowest score is L plus 7, which is 87 equal to 2L plus 7. Now we have to find what is the value of that L. So 2L plus 7 equal to 87. 2L equal to 87 minus 7. What is the 2L equal to 80? L equal to 80 divided by 2. I am dividing by 2 on both sides, which gives L equal to 40. Okay, so what is the lowest score? Lowest score is 40 marks. In an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. The vertex angle is 40. What are the base angles of the triangle? So this is the isosceles triangle. Okay, in isosceles triangle, this side will be equal and this angles are equal. This and this is called base angle and this is the vertex angle. So let me have, this is 40, which is the vertex angle. Let me take this angle to be B, which is the base angle. These two angles are equal. Let me take, let the base angle be B. Okay, this is B and this is B. Now they have asked the base angles are equal. So in isosceles triangle these two angles are equal. The vertex angle is 40. This is 40. So what are the base angles? We have to find what are the base angles. We know that in a triangle, so if you sum up all the angles, it should give 180, which means 40 plus B plus B. If you add all the three angles in a triangle, it should give 180. So this is 40. What is B plus B is 2B, that is equal to 180. So 2B equal to 180 minus 40. 2B equal to, which is 140. 180 minus 40, 140. Now I am going to divide by 2 on both sides. 140 by 2, B equal to 70. Okay. So the base angle equal to 70 degree. That is, this is 70 degree and this is also 70 degree. Next problem is, Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. Together their runs fell too short of a double century. How many runs did each one score? Okay. So Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. So if Sachin is let Sachin score, if it is yes and Rahul score be R. Okay. So what is the equation is, the Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. So yes, Sachin, how much Sachin has scored, whatever the Rahul scored, you have to twice as many. So you have to multiply it by Rahul score, that is Sachin score. So S equal to 2R. Okay, S equal to 2R. Sachin score is yes, Rahul score is R. So Sachin score is twice as many runs as Rahul score. S is 2R. So another thing given, together their runs falls too short of a double century, which means if you add the score of Sachin and Rahul, so what is that? If you add S and R together, the total together fell too short of a double century. So what is double century is 200. So from 200 it is 200 minus 2. It is just 2 less than 200. What is 2 short of a double century is equal to, which is less. If you add together the score of Sachin and Rahul, the sum is 2 less than of a double century. Double century is 200. So S plus R, what is this? Which is equal to 198. So I can write S plus R equal to 198. Now what I should do is, I have to find how many runs did Sachin and Rahul score. S plus R is 198. Now instead of this S, I can substitute this 2R, because S is equal to 2R. So instead of S, I am substituting 2R plus R equal to 198. 2R plus R is 3R equal to 198. I am going to divide by 3 on both sides. 198 divided by 3, okay, which is 66. We have to find what is Sachin's score is 2R. Sachin's 2 multiplied by 66, 132. Therefore, Sachin's score equal to 132. Rahul's score equal to 66. So here Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles Parmit has. Irfan has 37 marbles. How many marbles does Parmit have? This is a question. We have to find how many marbles does Parmit have. So let me write. So Irfan marbles. Okay, the number of Irfan marbles he says that is 7 more than 5 times the Parmit marbles. This is the meaning of this first statement. So number of Irfan marbles is 7 marbles more than. So 7 plus 5 times the Parmit marbles. So what is Irfan marble is 37. So 37 equal to 7 plus Parmit has, let Parmit has P marbles. So 5 multiplied by P, that is equal to 7 plus 5P. This is 37. Okay. So 7 plus 5P equal to 37. Moving entirely here, this to here and this to here. So 5P equal to 37 minus 7 and 5P equal to 30 here. So divide by 5 on both sides. P equal to 30 divided by 5, P equal to 6. Therefore, Parmit have 6 marbles. Lakshmi father is 49 years old. He is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. What is Lakshmi's age? First let Lakshmi's age be L. Okay, what is given as Lakshmi father age. What is Lakshmi father age is 49. Okay, so his father age is 4 years older, which means plus 3 times Lakshmi age. This is how equation should be. Okay, so Lakshmi's father age is 4 times older than 3 times Lakshmi age. So Lakshmi's father age is 49, that is equal to 4 plus 3. What is Lakshmi's age is? We have taken Lakshmi's age to be L. So 3 multiplied by L is 3L. So 4 plus 3L equal to 49. 3L equal to 49 minus 4. 3L equal to 45. Now I am going to divide by 3 on both sides. L equal to 45 by 3, which is 15. Therefore, Lakshmi's age is 15 years old. Lakshmi is 15 years old. The next problem is, people of Sundargram planted trees in the village garden. So some of the trees were fruit trees. The number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. What was the number of fruit trees planted if the number of non-fruit tree planted was 77? The question is big, but it is easy to solve. So what is given is number of non-fruit trees. Okay. So the number of non-fruit trees is 2 more than. So this is 2 more than means plus. 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. So we will have, let the number of fruit trees be F. Okay. So what is the number of non-fruit trees? They have said the number of non-fruit trees planted was 77. So 77 equal to 2 plus 3F. 3 multiplied by non-fruit, 3 multiplied by number of fruit trees. So number of fruit trees is F. So 2 plus 3f equal to 77. 3f equal to 77 minus 2. 3f equal to 75. F equal to 75 divided by 3. So therefore the number of fruit trees is 25. So this problem is, this is a riddle. I am a number, tell my identity, take me 7 times over and add a 50. To reach a triple century you still need 40. So here is it, take me 7 times over, which means let the number be x. So you have to take 7 times of that number. If the number is x, the 7 times of that number is 7x. Okay, and add a 50. You have to add a 50. To reach a triple century, what is triple century is 300. To reach a triple century you still need 40, which means if you add these two, you need to get a triple century, you have to add another 40, which means if you add another 40 you will get triple century, which is 300. Okay, first you have to take a number x. So take me 7 times, which means you have to multiply x by 7, which is 7x, and you are adding a 50. Okay, to reach a triple century, to get 300 you still need 40. You have to still add a 40 to that to get 300, which is 7x plus 90 equal to 300. So 7x equal to 300 minus 90. 7x equal to 210. So divide by 7 on both sides gives x equal to 30. So the number is 30. So by this we are completed exercise 4.4. From next class we will start with chapter 5. Thank you.